Teacher Christmas giveaways tonight, and this is just such a fun event for me to do and to do for teachers. I just get really excited about getting you some extra love around the holidays, and we do these also during Teacher Appreciation Week. So I'm excited to play Blooket with you tonight for prizes. I looked back and I believe that this is our 4th year doing the Teacher Christmas giveaways from Integrated. That is the business that I run. My name is JC Erickson, and I am all about getting teachers free technology to use in their classroom that is engaging and moving the needle for academic achievement. So that's what I'm all about. If you want to check out my channel, we've got plenty of videos for you to do or to watch and to take in there. And also join us on the Every Teacher Tech Ready Facebook group. So we're going to get going. I will show you how I create a Blooket game, or I guess how I get one going. We're not going to create one. How I get one going so you can play Blooket. I should be saying Blooket. I've been saying it wrong for a long time. It is Blooket. And so I'm going to show you how to set one up. So if you want to play one with your students, you know how to do it. I love them because any student can win at any time with a lot of the game modes that we'll use. So it just evens the playing field, and you'll see that tonight as a student. So what you would do first, once you're at blooket.com, you could go to Discover. You could search for a set. Find one that is within your curriculum that you're studying. There's probably already a Blooket that is created for what you need. I'm going to go to my favorites because we are actually going to start with multiplication facts. So let's say I have found my question set. I'm going to go to host right away. And yes, Erica, I know I found out that it was Blooket too. I've actually connected with Blooket, and yeah, they were saying it like that. So I thought, I better change how I've been saying it for a long time. Anyway, once you have your question set selected, then you're going to choose your game mode. So tonight we are going to play Gold Quest to start with for our first game. We will be playing 2 games tonight. Gold Quest is definitely the very first one that I suggest that you use with students. The reason that it is because it's all about speed, but then luck. So you could have a student that is at very last place at 10 seconds left to go, and they open up a chest. You get to open up these when you get one correct. And they open up a chest and they get to switch places with the first place. So what we've done in our classroom for our students that maybe aren't as, high achieving as our upper students, we've got some low achieving students. That's okay. It levels the playing field for everyone. And so anyone can win. Now, the cool thing is that the teacher gets the data. So we know exactly what we need to be working on with our students. At the end of the game, we will get all that teacher data, but then the students are so excited and so engaged to play that they are answering the questions quicker. You're going to find with these multiplication facts, if that's what you're doing with your students, or addition facts, subtraction facts, they're going to answer, I don't even know the statistics, but probably 10 times more, because they're so excited about the game. They're going to get through those questions faster than if we just did a paper and pencil option, if they just had 20 questions on a piece of paper. So the engagement is definitely there. You're going to feel that as a student tonight. And so that's why we're doing the multiplication facts, just so you can see the rapidness of them answering. And then we're going to check out the data too of what the teacher gets at the end. So the ones that I suggest starting with, if you've never played Blooket with your students, are Gold Quest to start. That's the very first one I would do. Then I would maybe go into Deceptive Dinos. That's probably like the next step one. There's still some luck involved with that one. But then there's also Insight, because they can catch cheaters. Crypto Hack is another great beginner one. And I see, yeah, Wendy, your kids love Crypto Hack. And then yes, Fishing Frenzy is another beginner one. So if you're looking at the beginner ones, your Fishing Frenzy, Gold Quest, Crypto Hack, maybe a little bit beginner intermediate, but beginner, and Deceptive Dinos. Then these that are more strategy are like the Tower Defense and Cafe and Factory. They are only playing against themselves on these, but then they're still competing within their whole classroom. So they're not stealing from other people. You'll find that you get some competitive classrooms, and that's okay. We definitely set up we set that up before. Talk about competition. You can even have where it sets them up as anonymous players. And so you don't, nobody knows who they're stealing from. Racing, I should have mentioned, would be another one that would probably be a beginner one. Typical like to Kahoot, but there is some pushbacks in there and some different speed ahead, like power-ups, I'll call them. I'm not remembering what they're called in here. So that could go either which way, but they have to have accuracy. And you'll notice that when I'm clicking on these, they will tell us what type of game they are. Anytime one says luck, then that evens the playing field all around, because it really, anyone could win at any time. So a couple of these are team-based too. So you've got Battle Royale is team-based, and Blook Rush is also team-based. So those are fun to play too. Monster Brawl is another strategy one, individual. And then you will see that the Pirate's Voyage is a plus only. And then Santa's Workshop, this is normally where their seasonal games will go. And so we are going to play Santa's Workshop for our second game. And there is some sabotage action going on in that one. So when we play them live with teachers, I like to do the sabotage ones. We don't normally, do the individual ones. We got to get some competition, right? Okay, so let's move on. We are playing Gold Quest. You would pick your game mode. From there, you are then going to decide the settings. Now, most often you can just say host now, because the settings are probably pretty close to what you want them to be. But just looking at them, you can have a time option here, or you can say the game will end after you reach so much gold amount. My preference is time. And you'll notice if you did the play it now game, I set that up wrong. I should have put time out in there. I should have had 7 minutes of time. I had, let's see, items, or I had it to so many, but it ended up working out because some of you guys did awesome in that. Some of you guys just went above and beyond and really made a lot of money. I think it was money on this one, on the play it now game. Anyway, I like to do the time. So we are actually going to play, we're going to play for 9 minutes. Once we get going, it's going to show the instructions. I'm going to allow late joining. That just means that if you get kicked out for any reason, or you can't get in right away, you still have that option to jump in. It will show the player code up here in the top. I shouldn't say player code. It'll show the game ID in the top. And then here's where you can allow random names. So if you get a class that is super competitive, you can just click on this random names and nobody will know who they're stealing from or who they're playing against. And it kind of just eliminates that. So again, have those conversations with your students about friendly competition. And it's a lot of fun to just see that happen and play it in a safe environment like Blooket provides. Allow student accounts. Students do not need an account to play. You do not need an account to play tonight. So that's what's really cool about Blooket. I can bring in a game code. Everyone uses that same game code. We're all connected. No students had to sign in. But what you're going to find is your students are going to love it. And if they start to really love it, then you can allow them to get their own student account. They start earning coins. They get to go buy their own specialty blocks. It's like a big deal. But know that when you first start playing, students do not need to have an account. So I'm going to get this up and running so we can get you all in here. I'm going to check out the chat, make sure I'm not missing things. And so what you want to do is go to play.blooket.com. It's going to ask you for this game ID. And actually, I'm going to copy the link and drop it in the chat. You can click on that link, or you can go to play.blooket.com. And then I'll get to the chat here when we get everybody in. Now, it's very important after you do the game ID, then you type in for your nickname, you're going to type in your player number, and Jen's already in. Thank you, Jen. Player number and your name. I need that player number because that verifies you with the email that you sent to me. So, because a lot of these things are like gift cards, or Blooket Plus is a membership. So I need to know which email works well, and I will verify that through the email. Okay, I'm gonna jump over to the chat as you guys get in and make sure I didn't miss any tech things we've got going on here. Good. I love all your ideas in the chat. Yes. And this is the other reason that I love to just come together with teachers, because we have so many ideas to just bring together, and it's fun to play as students. Okay, Sue. Yeah, we weren't in yet, but now you got in here. Perfect. Okay, you're in. And good. Deborah, did you get in? Let's see. We didn't have it up yet, so it would make sense that it wasn't working yet. Deborah's in. Excellent. Okay, and then it kicked me out of that one. Roscoe, did you get in? And what I always say is, if it's not letting you in, then what you're going to want to do, yep, I can remove 189 here. If it's not letting you in, refresh, try again, try the game code again. That's really all you can do. It will let you in. If you use the same exact, you'll see that Sue Joe has a number 2 behind it. That's okay. Here's a number 3. Play on one of those. One of these will probably time out. That's okay. It won't let you use the same exact nickname in that same game. So if you do find that it's not letting you in, just add a number behind your name and that's okay. All right, let's see here. Now you'll notice Sarah here, she probably has a Blooket account, and she's actually customized her name, so that's really cool. And she has a special Blooket right here, not one of the general ones, so that's awesome. Okay, and there was one, I think, let's see, someone told Erica, you said 189 Erica could come out because she's playing on this one. And so this is a really good way, if students decide to just not use appropriate names, that we just pick them out, right? As nicely as possible. And I think our 189 Erica already timed out, so that's just fine. You play on that one. Okay. And these other ones, if you have player numbers, you can put those in. That would be awesome. So I know who to give the prizes out to. Okay, so it says that we have 40 players tonight, which is awesome. That could be some duplicates that we've got going on here. And 197. And it's okay if we have those duplicates. Just play on the one that let you in, and it might have already timed out on us. Okay, so we're ready to play. I think we put 9 minutes on this one. We're playing Gold Question is multiplication facts. So think about, as you're playing, how the students would be getting super excited about this. There are going to be chests that you open that are good and chests that you open that are not so good. And so just answer the question, select a chest, and move on and do it again. And we'll see the teacher data on the other end. And Sarah says, oh yes, the kids pressured me to play with them. Yes, cool stuff. Yeah, if you've never played Blooket with your students and you've tried it tomorrow, they will be asking to play it again and again. But you'll notice what's really cool is that we can play different question sets, obviously, but there's so many different modes that we can play. There's so many different game modes that we can select, so it keeps it fresh. And then I'll show you at the end how the teachers get their data. Okay, I'm about ready to press start. Let me know in the chat if you have questions throughout, but I'm going to let it run. You play right on your device. What I will have up here on our shared live stream is the leaderboard. So you can jump back to that if you're on a separate tab, or you can use your phone and do it that way. Okay. Yeah, you can play Flappy Bird while you're waiting on the host also. There we go. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna start. We're gonna play. Get this game rolling. So it says answer the questions, select the chests, collect the gold, and take gold from others. Most gold after 9 minutes wins. Good luck. So now you should see questions on your screen. You're answering them, and then we're opening chests. And Steve is already off and running, and Steve definitely has his own premium Blooket with that pirate. That's awesome. And you guys are already moving, so we will see who takes home our gift cards tonight. And I will let you play. And Amanda, I am just seeing your comment here. I am going to give you, I'm going to go check on your player number here. And you're not too late to play or to join us because of how specific game works, where you could open up a chest and switch with the leader. So Amanda, you can use player number 551. So you're going to go to play.blooket.com. You'll use that, or you can use that link in the chat. And then you're going to use this ID to get in, 260-4363. And then just use that 551 player number, and then we'll connect after if you happen to win. Just going through the chat and making sure I didn't miss anyone else. Okay, ID Roscoe, thank you. I'm gonna type this ID in the chat. 4363. There we go. Jane, you're not seeing questions come up on your screen when you logged in? Okay, what I would do then is I would go back to this link. I'll drop it again. And like I said, what's really cool is you can jump back in and you can still win. So I would click on that link again, and I would then type in your nickname, because it should bring you right there. You shouldn't have to type in that code, that ID, because it should bring you right there. And I would use your player number, Jane, probably have to put a 2 behind it, and then jump in with us again. Because you should see questions on your own device right now. Yep, you can still join. Yep, so you're gonna click on that link, and then I can check and see if you have a player number. I think you do. Yep, you do. So yep, you're going to use, and it's not too late to join because we have that even playing field where anyone can win at any time. is 507. Yep. Okay, let me know with other questions in the chat. I see about 3 minutes and 20 seconds left. And you can definitely join in if you're just coming here or if it kicked you out for some reason. I see Steve is dominating, Colleen is dominating, but not for long because you get those chests that say switch with the leader or take from the leader. There's Melanie, Colleen, Holly, Caitlin, Wendy, and then a brand new set of names comes up. So you can see we are making a lot of money with our gold. Sometimes I will play where we earn a certain gold amount that we try to get to as a class. I've played it like that before. There's just a lot of different ways that you can play Blooket to keep it fresh, keep it fun, and students just love to play. 2.5 minutes left. We're gonna see who comes out on top. Yes, Kelly, I dropped the game ID in the chat, 2604363. I can't move my Zoom guy. I can turn here. Let me stop the video. Then maybe that'll go away. Let's try that. Let's see if it went away. There we go. I just had to take myself off of Zoom, off of the video, which is just fine so you can better see that ID, but I did drop it in the chat there. Okay, and Ashley takes, no, Sarah takes the lead. Colleen takes the lead, followed by Katie. We'll see how long you can stay there. Alicia says nope. She has a custom Blooket. There's Steve again with his pirate Blooket. Good, we have a little bit over a minute left to play. And we've got some exponents up here. We've made so much gold in 9 minutes, so that's pretty cool. Okay. Jane, I see your comment. Okay, that's fine. Yep, no problem on that. Yeah, it won't let you use that same exact name again, so perfect, that's fine. I have about 20 seconds left. Unless our live stream has already, let's see, it should have ended by now. I'm about 20 seconds difference with our live stream hitting the air. So it might stop you here pretty quick. And I'll wait to announce those final standings and get on the live stream. Just so you don't get surprised. Well, so you still get the surprise, I should say. So we've got Ashley in third, Nina in second, and Mallory, you have taken the lead at the very end. So Mallory, you are winning a $50 Amazon gift card. Nina, you have just won a Blooket Plus subscription, and actually Blooket is sponsoring them. They are providing the Blooket Plus subscription. So thank you so much to them. They are so great to work with and really just such a great company. And I had a question about Kelly. Kelly had asked if all of these were free to play or if some were paid. They are all free except the one that said plus only. So this is definitely a free tool for teachers to use. And then Ashley, you are getting a portable hard drive. And so I will contact you to get that sent out to you. And Caitlin, we're going to start a new game. So And then, yep, it has ended. Got 27th place. Good. So what I want you to do is I want you to click play again, and then you will get a new game ID once we get that up. But what I really want to show you from a teacher's point of view, because yes, we're having fun tonight, but I'd love to show you all the insides of this so you can use it with your students. If I click on view report, you'll notice that as a teacher, I would say, okay, we know our multiplication facts, 95% correct. That's great. 4,000 questions and 200, so about 4,500 multiplication facts were answered just in that little bit of time, which is pretty great. Now, for me, I don't really, as a teacher, how much gold you made, that was who won during class, right? But now what I'm looking for is I'm looking at individual students and I'm trying to find those ones that, well, here, all correct. I'm trying to find those ones that maybe I need to focus in on, right? So I'm looking for a lot of red, and I won't point any of you out, but you can go through your data and look at, who maybe needs a little bit more help. The other thing that I'm looking at, these would go questions in order, but my favorite button is this incorrect button. And this tells me exactly the most incorrect ones. So 51 out of 64, 6 times 12. So that's maybe something I need to practice. And then what I try to do is find similarities. So looking at 6 times 12, 6 times 9, 7 times 9, 6 times 2, 6 times 7. The pattern that I'm seeing is we need to practice our 6s, right? I put them all out there, and for some reason, our 6s in this classroom, we're just not connecting. So this is where I'm grabbing my teacher data, knowing which ones we need to work on the most, and then maybe it's our 9s. They're coming up a little bit here and again here. So what I'm doing with this data is I'm trying to figure out where I need to take my students next based on the question set. And if you go all the way to the bottom, then it should be, and it's kind of funny that 6 times 6 is the most correct if I thought we needed to practice our 6s, but then at the bottom has the most correct, right? Okay, so that is how I like to use the data. It tells us exactly what we need. The students are fun and, excited and engaged with this. And then I also can pick out individual students if I need to go work with them individually. With the plus, I believe then I can click on that individual student and go look exactly the data that they got correct or missed. And so that's really cool too. I don't think you get that with the free version. I was just able to click on these and see that individual data. Okay, so that is the Play It. I can turn my video back on. That is the Play It live game, the first one. We are going to play a second game, but I do want to announce our Play It Now winners. So I'm going to go to that. And like I said, I set this up wrong. I realized it too late. I realized it shortly after, but we already had players in there and I thought, no, we're going to go with it. I should have had it set up for 7 minutes, and instead I had it set up for so many toys or so much money, maybe it was. So looking at this, we know we did pretty well as a group, but our leaders that came in were Lindsay, Christina, and then I had it set for 10, what would this be? 10 billion. You had to get past 10 billion. And then once you got past 10 billion, it gave you whatever you earned extra over top of that. So that's how we got our differentiator. So that worked. It didn't just all time you out at 10 billion. So that was really good. So Lindsay, Christina, Steve, Kristen, and Kristen, let's see. Is this the same Kristen? No, we've got a Christina and a Kristen. So those are our top 5 that are winning a $10 Target gift card. And I just need to write down, let's see, Kristen. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to contact you by email and you will be getting a $10 Target gift card. So I will let you know when, or email you and get that sent out to you after we get done tonight. So congratulations to those winners. I'm just going to check the chat before we jump into our next game. Kicked me out. Yeah, I would just come back in. That's what's cool, like I said about Blooket, because it's going to happen in the classroom too. Sometimes we do get kicked out and they can just come back in. The breakdown is a paid feature. Thank you, Roscoe. Yep. Perfect. Roscoe Reed. Let's see. Oh, good. Yeah, when I use Blooket for my students, I set them to do it twice, especially for review. Yeah, I've seen it used where we'll play it live together, and then the teacher will assign the next one as homework, where they can play it for a week. Or I've even seen where teachers have a weekly Blooket challenge where it's their spelling words, and it's just always open. Students can always go in and play. They like to play the strategy games. The cool thing is the students are engaged, and the teacher is getting that teacher data that we need. So if they're on their, devices, we might as well, have them be learning the things we want to learn. And it's great for parents too, at parent teacher conferences, when they say, what can we do at home? Well, I have a weekly, Blooket challenge going on all the time. And that is just set up as homework when we set that up. And I'll point that out in our next set when I set that up. So I'm going to go to my favorites. And we have not played Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader in a little while. I think I did it for Teacher Appreciation Week 1 year, but we haven't played it in a little while. So we're going to do that one. And then we are going to play Santa's Workshop. So you'll notice that some of them only say host. And like this one's only host because you have to play it live. You have to play that one live. You have to play that one live. But one like Cafe, let's see, why don't I have the homework option? Oh, well, that is odd. Let me back out one. Oh, because I said host here. Okay, if I click on view, I can assign it as homework. So if I can host it live, or I can assign it as homework here. If I assign it as homework, then I'm going to send a link out to my students. They can play it anytime. And if I click on that, I'll just show you. You can play any of these games for homework. And let's say we're doing tower defense. I can assign that as homework. And then I get to set up all these options here. So how many days I'm going to leave it open, what the title's going to be, and what their goal is. So you can leave that open for a week, a day, however long you want it to be on that specific question set. So I love the idea of playing it live. And then it's like, if you want to keep playing this, here's the link, go at it. We're going to host this one. You normally have a button, and I see that they've removed that from here that says homework. So they've changed that a little bit. And I see at the bottom, I'm guessing, let's see if my screen is a little bit bigger. I'm guessing this will say play it as homework. So they've moved that button right here. Yep, assign as homework. It used to sit right here. Okay, Santa's Workshop. We are playing that live because you get to steal and sabotage people. Sounds so friendly for holidays, isn't it? We are going to do our 9 minutes again. You could choose toys. We're going to show instruction. We're going to allow late joining. We're not going to use random names for us. And we're going to allow you to have student accounts, because if you have an account tonight, you are earning coins for this. So, okay. We're going to get this going and get you all back in. So host now. We've got this new, you're going to play.blooket.com. This is the game ID. I'm going to copy the new game ID and drop it in the chat. If you get the link from the chat, you don't need to type in the game ID again. You're just going to click that, and then you're going to use your player number. Okay, so much talk tonight. Okay. Good. I'm an ASL teacher. I need to see what they have for my students. Great. And this is a good point to make. With the Blookets, you can have questions. When we talk about differentiation, with Blooket, you can have questions that have pictures as the question. And then I'm trying to remember. I don't think you can have pictures as the answers yet. It's just a question. Kahoot, you can have questions as the picture and pictures as the question and pictures as the answer to select. I don't think that is in Blooket yet. But, you know, I do know of someone that made a video between the differences between Kahoot and Blooket. Just so happened to have that, and I talk about it in there, but it's been a little while since I made that video. So if this is something that you've always played Kahoot, and you're like, hey, this is kind of cool, this might be something that I want to try with my students, but what are the differences? Is this something I want to know? I will drop that link in the chat if you want to check out that video later, because you're going to want to stay around first and play the game. Gifts. I would have to check if we can do gifts. That's something we can look at after if you want, if we can have video. Perfect. There we go. Stacy knows it. Excellent. I love the collaboration. For ASL, you can insert gifts with the signs. Yeah, I was trying to remember if we could do short videos for the questions or not. I know you can do pictures. Good. And Stacy, what are you using to make your gifts? There's so many different makers or tools and whatnot, but I love to know what people are finding useful. So getting into this, Blooket, let me know if you're having any trouble. I see quite a few of you got in. And we are going to start this pretty quick. Basically, you're going to build toys. You have to get the answer correct first. Answer the questions, build the toys. You're going to choose helpers, and then you're going to sabotage, steal, or multiply toys. So this is definitely strategy. There is some luck involved because you will be able to sabotage when that time comes. So I'm getting ready to start the game. This is our second Blooket game for the Teacher Christmas giveaways. You're going to be looking on your device again to answer those questions. Let me know in the chat if something goes awry, and I will turn off my video. So if you need to see that game ID again, you can see that. Okay, we are getting started. So answer questions, build those toys, choose the helpers, and then sabotage, steal, and multiply toys. Most toys after 9 minutes wins the Amazon gift cards, the Blooket Plus subscription, and the portable hard drive. So let's see who takes the lead on Santa's Workshop. And Roscoe right at the top, he has a Christmas Blook. That is fun. Jen has a flying squirrel. You guys have some fun Blooks. And what you're going to notice is Jen is already sabotaged. And sabotage is basically just, it's not stealing, it's making things a little bit harder to do. Sometimes we might have a blizzard and all of a sudden you can't play for a little bit, but the other player gets to keep going. And I see the blizzard is happening now. Nina did that. So if that's distracting you, thank you, Nina. And we'll see what other sabotages happen throughout the game. I think I'm remembering a snowplow for one of them, so we'll see when that happens. If your screen all of a sudden starts to move from side to side, you got hit by a snowplow. And there it is. Oh, no, that was Howling Wind. Sarah sabotaged with Howling Wind. Okay. Here's Dark and Dusk, making it a little bit harder for you to see with these sabotages. Another Howling Wind. Lots of sabotage taking place. There's even some swap. Caitlin just swapped with Colleen, but then Steve went to the top and then Ashley was at the top. So you guys are moving around quite quickly. good. And I see Andrea's been on top for a while now. See if she can hold. Nope, already out. Oh, takes it back. There's an O Canada sabotage. Melanie sabotages with the dark and dust. And we're starting to build up a lot of toys. Ellen does the fog spell. Here's another howling wind with a blizzard all at once. You've got about 3 minutes left to keep building those toys, sabotaging, stealing, multiplying those toys. There is a tree sabotage. And that one you can't see through, so that's a little more intense than just our blizzard. About 2 minutes left to play. About 1.5 minutes, we're winding down. About 50 seconds left. Abigail has the lead. Nope. Tamika says, I will take that from you. And Caitlin now in the lead. Callie says, nope. 30 seconds left to play. Kelly takes the lead. "20 seconds left to play. We will find out our winner very, very quickly. And that is our end. I will give the live stream a chance to catch up. And then we will announce these winners. So our live stream is caught up. Callie, you came in third. You are getting a portable hard drive, a 1 terabyte portable hard drive. Colleen, you came in second. You are getting a Blooket Plus subscription. And Andre, you came in first. You are getting a $50 Amazon gift card. So I will touch base with all of you to get those connected again, or to get you guys those gifts. So I will be reaching out by email. So do check your email. I'm going to go to the report. Tell me in the chat if that was so much fun, and if your students, you think your students would love to play, or they do love to play. If they love to play, tell us your favorite game that they love to play. Yes, congrats everyone. And this one, now if we're looking at this as a teacher, we're seeing 61%. So if this was something specific that we had just learned, and only 61%, we may be thinking, okay, I might need to, review some of these items. And I always get asked to play whenever we play these, that you guys want to play again. So if you do want to play again, we can stick around and play a third random one, and we can just play for fun. But then I'm looking at my teacher data and remembering, Callie, I'll point you out, remembering that, it was about gameplay, who won the game, right? Who came in the top, but it wasn't about the student that knew the most within that subject. So that's where we're leveling that playing field for our students. And it's not a bad thing. It's just we know that we have to go, support that student more. And of course, are you smarter than a fifth grader? Those could be any questions. So Callie, I'm not picking on you. Just showing the data that we're looking for when we go through these. And then you know that I'm going to go down here and I'm going to click on this incorrect percentage. And this is something that we definitely did not know. Which layer of the atmosphere do we live in? And so looking at that as the teacher, I would need to definitely go back and check on that. So let's see. Yeah, so that's how I'm using that data. I love to go to that incorrect. We will play a third one just for fun, because I know that you guys, love to play these. We'll play it just for fun. Let's see, Katie. Yeah, I bought a subscription, the best $30 I've ever spent. Seriously. Yes. I think that they're it's $35 for a year. And really, to get that extra data that you need when you're using it as a teacher, $35 is not anything, that's going to make or break us. So to have that for a year, you can even ask for your school to pay for it. That's an option too. And so, yes, I agree. This is one that like I said, I support and show you all the free to use tools, but so many of them have plus options with them. And this is definitely one that I love, their premium feature. So let's see. Yes. Okay. So let me know in the chat. Tell me a question set that you'd like to do, or a topic you'd like to do, and which game you want to play, and we will get one going here. So the cool thing is I can go to Discover. If what we're doing right now is nouns, I can type in nouns, and a teacher has probably already created one for me. The things that I look for in them, I look for more than 3 questions. So like 55 questions, I just click on it and I go see if this makes sense for my students. Students that are just learning nouns, this is maybe a lot of words. And so maybe this is an upper class option for nouns, but maybe not. Maybe they get a little bit easier. So if I like what this is talking about, then I can just say host and play the game. I didn't have to go create a new game. although I can create a new one here, give it a title, give it an image gallery. I can upload from or an import from Quizlet or a CSV import. And then, so Colleen wants to play the 50 states. That's always a popular one. Let's see. I think that we played one, the US states. Yeah, we played one along those lines. Let's go and see what kind of questions this is. Okay, so this is just a visual question. Yeah, we could play this one. Okay. So if I say host, and then what do you guys think on the game mode that you want to try? Do you want to do more of a strategy one? Do you want to race against each other? Do you want to try crypto hack or deceptive dinos? This one's always fun because it's fun. It's fun to catch cheaters. That one is fun. You guys played Factory for the Play It Now game. So that was that one. We could jump into teams if you wanted with Battle Royale. Let me know in the chat what sounds like fun. Tower defense is always fun. Cafe is always a favorite. Or should I just pick one? Crypto, you like the crypto hack? Okay, so this one, if we play crypto hack, you're answering questions to mine crypto and hack others by infiltrating their defenses to steal their riches. Okay, so we're going to try this one. This one, you're trying to guess a password and get into their. You guys want to play them all. Now I see fishing. Now I see dinos. Oh, Andre, are we getting outvoted here? Dinos. Okay, we're going to do dinos. Sorry, Andre will have to play. Oh, another one for dinos. Okay. We'll have to play again with crypto. Okay, so I'm going to host so you can get in here. And I didn't turn my video on, but I promise I'm still here. I'm still talking. We can just do a quick 7 minutes on this one. My settings, I'm already happy with them. I'm going to say host now and then get you guys in. I'll copy the link, drop it in the chat. So you can click on the link in the chat. That will bring you right to the player ID where it's already filled in. And then you can just type in your player name. And if you want to pick something special this time, as long as it's appropriate, because I won't need your player numbers, you can do that. This one's just for fun. If you want to check out what the dinos are. Andre, 3,000. That sounds intense. I love it. So we're getting in here. We will do this one a little bit faster, but I hope that you guys have enjoyed playing tonight. We're going to do one bonus one just for fun. And the deceptive dinos, so it's a little deceptive on how you investigate, but you're going to choose an egg to hatch, and then it will give you whatever's inside of it. It could be good or bad. But before you, or actually after you answer a question, I got to remember this and say this right. It's going to ask you if you want to investigate or excavate. And excavate means you're going to open up an egg. Investigate means that you're going to choose a player to investigate if they've been cheating, because you do have the option once your eggs come up to cheat, and you'll see it at the bottom of your eggs, and then you would obviously see what's in each of the eggs and choose the best one, but someone can catch you cheating. I hope I explained that well enough, but you'll see it inside of the game. And just a hint, we're going to have the leaderboard up here on the live stream. That's kind of how you know who's in first place, and if somebody really is just taking it away, it could be that they're cheating. So you maybe want to investigate them. The cool part as well is you can cheat and then get whatever it is that you get, do another question, and then excavate, and then you're no longer cheating on that last question. So you have to catch them on the last question that they just cheated on. So it's kind of fun to play, but you'll find that students there's a bunch of them that just continually cheat and then they get caught. But if you kind of mix them in there, you may not get caught. And I see Mallory she is intensely choosing her book. So awesome. This is a +1 for sure. So you can see how kids would get excited about that, getting to choose their very own book. I'm going to get it started so we can get playing. Let me know in the chat if you have questions. And then also keep watching this leaderboard to maybe decide who needs to be investigated. Just an option. All right, we're going to start it. It says answer the questions, excavate or investigate. Excavate means to choose rocks to collect the fossils. And you can also cheat to see what's inside of those rocks, or you can investigate to see if other players are cheating. If you catch a cheater, you'll take some of their fossils. Most fossils after 7 minutes wins the game. All right, good luck. And I will get rid of my video so you can see that game ID if you need it. And actually, I could even play this one with you because we are just doing it for fun here. And I see you guys are already suspicious of specific people. You're investigating them already. And you have about a minute and a half left to play. These ones on the East Coast where it zooms in on my phone, they're so small, it's throwing me off. So I know my East Coast states are not doing well right now. In my own personal data, I should say. I see that you guys are catching cheaters. There's a lot of investigating going on. Not many are cheating, a lot of investigating. There are some cheaters that have been found, though. About 45 seconds left. 10 seconds left to play. Okay, and our final standings coming in. I'll wait for our stream to catch up with us. Awesome. So Katie in third, Kathy in second, and Danielle in first. Did you guys have fun playing Deceptive Dinos? Let me know in the chat if that was fun to play. So you can see how your students would start strategizing. Like once it gets down to like a minute of play, and if you're really behind, a lot of them will just start cheating because they're trying to catch up, right? And they probably won't get caught because everyone's trying to, they're behind. So they're only going after the beginner. They're ones that are winning or have higher fossils, I should say. So I don't know if I want to view the report on what I did on that one myself, but 80%, if we had just studied the 50 states, 80% we're probably still learning it, right? And then we can go find those students that need some more help with it. And then we can go look at those incorrect ones right here. So Connecticut, Vermont, New Hampshire, New Mexico, Kansas, we would go back and take a look at those and make sure that our students know those. And those were those East Coast ones. It kind of threw me off looking at them on my phone. It was just so small. I was like, yeah, I couldn't quite tell. So I hope that you had fun playing Blooket tonight. I just want to thank you for your dedication to education. I know I always say that, but truly our teachers are teaching our next generation and you guys have so much on your plates. And so I hope tonight was just fun and a break. And I hope that you have a fun-filled week coming up with your students and then we can keep everyone contained in the chaos, wherever it may be the week before a break. But I really want to thank you and make sure that you know that you are appreciated and what you are doing for our students. It does matter. So just we got to keep going, even though there's a lot of noise that happens throughout a school year. So what you are doing matters. Just thank you for your dedication for showing up for our students every single day. So you are appreciated. I will reach out to the ones that won our gifts for tonight. Thank you to Blooket for sponsoring the Plus subscriptions, and definitely look into that if that's something you want to do. You also I do teacher courses. If you want to do those for credit or no credit, you can certainly check those out. If you want to have any questions about those, let me know. But it's been so much fun playing with you. I will send out a Tuesday tech tip from here on out. If you haven't been getting them already, stick with us around on the Every Teacher Tech Ready Facebook page or on this YouTube channel where we always are posting new free tech for teachers. So I'm seeing in the comments, yes, that was so much fun. Thanks for a fun event. Happy holidays. Thank you so much. A lot of fun. We appreciate you. Thank you, Colleen. My daughter Danielle had so much fun with that. Good. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. So anyway, just really thank you. You are appreciated. We'll do these again for Teacher Appreciation Week in May. So I hope that I meet you all in some capacity, in some way in the future, but know that you are appreciated. And I just wish you a very Merry Christmas and a great New Year, and just thank you for what you do. So bye-bye.